Koornzaayer Foundation was founded in 1967 by Smit because his intention was to make the bigger world a little bit better. His main focus at that time was giving access to clean and safe drinking water for children all over the world. In the following years, we tried to narrow it a little bit down and ended up in Kenya and Uganda, where we now have a prolonged partnership with a couple of local-based organizations. In the meanwhile, we also saw that education was one of the parts that was really lacking. And first we managed to do that in primary education, later on scholarships, and now we also have a program that runs for farmers to help them learn to use better crops, to better agricultural methods that are a little bit outdated, and now they get access to the new developed ones. 4 years ago we started a project on Rosinga Island together with a very small local based organization. Rosinga Island is known for its high prevalence on HIV and also what's known fish for sex. So that means that a lot of women are forced to have sex with the fishermen in exchange to buy fish. It means that the prevalence of HIV is very, very high, and it means also that there are a lot of orphanage children that are not going to school. So when we met this local organization, they had estimated that about 3,000 children are not going to school at all, and they started a small school underneath the tree. In the years after that we built a very nice school, but Smit was the one that said, first good drinking water before we start building the school. But because it's a rocky island, we could not drill there a borehole, so we found a method to pump up the water from the lake and to purify it on the school premises, make it into a water kiosk, so the school also earns a little bit of money, and the children now all have access to clean drinking water and good education. Well, in the early days there was not really a connection because Smit didn't want everybody to know that he was doing this. It was really from his own heart that he started the foundation. And now we are trying to connect it a little bit because when I visit Uganda with Mark Smit, his son, Mark Smit was really touched by the fact that some of the children couldn't access higher education after secondary education. That's also why we started the scholarships. And because of that we also asked some of the people of Smit & Son to help us select the students.
Wij selecteren de studenten aan de hand van de motivatiebrieven die wij via e-mail toegestuurd krijgen na de voorselectie in Oeganda door Link to Progress. En wij beoordelen de motivatiebrieven en de aanvragen individueel, daarna met z'n drieën als groep. En dan geven wij een advies terug aan Link to Progress en Foundation, de Koornzaayer.
Na de selectie hebben we Skype-contact bij de tekenceremonie. Dan wordt er getekend met de hoofdonderwijzer, met Link to Progress, met de ouders, met alle mensen daar. En 2 keer per jaar krijgen we een rapport over de voortgang.
And that's also why we are now trying to connect more and more the work of the Koornzaayer and Smit & Son in the future.